Every person who has ever built something great, a business, a body, a skill, a relationship, has one thing in common. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not even intelligence. It's the ability to say not now to the thing that feels good in the moment so they can have the thing that feels good for the rest of their life. Success isn't really about what you do when things are easy. It's about what you do when your brain is screaming at you to take the shortcut, skip the workout, check the phone, eat the junk food, or quit. Today we're going to look at real examples of resisting temptation, and more importantly, actual techniques you can use starting today. Why temptation is the real enemy. Most people think their biggest obstacle is lack of information. They think if I just knew the right diet plan or if I just knew how to start a business, they'd succeed. But that's rarely true. Most people already know what they should do. The gap isn't knowledge. It's the 30 seconds between the urge and the action. The student knows they should study. The temptation is the phone. The eater knows they should eat clean. The temptation is the late-night snack. The entrepreneur knows they should keep grinding. The temptation is the easy job offer or cutting corners. The employee knows they should speak up in the meeting. The temptation is staying silent to avoid discomfort. Willpower isn't about being a superhero. It's about winning a lot of small, boring moments that nobody else sees. Let's go through some everyday, relatable scenarios. Not extreme, superhuman stories, but normal life moments. Example 1, the student and the phone. It's 9 p.m. Exams are in 2 weeks. The phone buzzes with a notification. The temptation is to check it just for a second, which turns into 45 minutes of scrolling. The student who succeeds isn't the one with more willpower by nature. It's the one who put the phone in another room before sitting down to study. They removed the decision entirely. Example 2, the person trying to get fit. Friday night, friends order pizza and invite you. You've been eating clean for 3 weeks. The temptation isn't just the pizza. It's the social pressure and the feeling of, I deserve this. The person who stays consistent doesn't rely on willpower in the moment. They already decided in advance, I'll have 1 slice and stop, or I'll eat before I go so I'm not starving. They made the decision before the temptation showed up. Example 3, the entrepreneur and the shortcut. A small business owner is offered a shady deal. Skip paying a supplier, cut corners on quality, or exaggerate results to investors. It would make things easier right now. The ones who build lasting businesses resist this, not because they're morally superior, but because they think in years, not days. They ask, will I still be okay with this decision in 5 years? Example 4, the employee and comfort. Someone is offered a promotion that means more responsibility, more visibility, and more risk of failure. The temptation is to stay comfortable and say, maybe next time. The people who grow are the ones who resist the pull of comfort and take the harder, more exposed path, even when nobody is forcing them to. Example 5, the person trying to save money. A tempting sale. A limited time offer. Buy now or miss out. The urge to spend feels urgent and real. The people who build wealth aren't immune to this urge, they just built systems. A 24-hour rule before buying anything over a certain amount or automatic transfers to savings before they ever see the money. Here are specific, usable techniques. Not vague advice like, just have willpower. 1. Remove the decision, don't rely on willpower. Willpower is a limited resource that runs out during the day. The strongest people don't fight temptation head-on. They design their environment so the temptation isn't there in the first place. Delete the app instead of promising not to open it. Don't keep junk food in the house. Unfollow accounts that trigger impulsive spending. 2. The 10-minute rule. When a craving or urge hits, tell yourself, I can do this in 10 minutes if I still want to. Most urges are like waves. They peak and pass. If you can survive the peak, the urge often fades on its own. 3. Pre-decide before you're tempted. Make the decision when you're calm, not when you're in the moment. Decide the night before what you'll eat, what time you'll stop working, what your spending limit is. This is called a commitment device. You're negotiating with your future self in advance. 4. Temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you enjoy. Only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while on the treadmill. Only listen to your favorite podcast while doing chores. This makes discipline feel less like punishment. 5. Make the cost visible. Temptation feels good because it hides its true cost. Before giving in, ask, what does this cost me tomorrow, next month, next year? Skipping one workout doesn't matter. But it's rarely just one, it's the pattern. See the pattern, not just the moment. 6. Change your identity, not just your behavior. Instead of saying, I'm trying to quit sugar, say, I'm someone who doesn't eat sugar. This isn't just wordplay. People are far more consistent when a behavior is tied to identity rather than a temporary goal. 7. Get an accountability partner. Tell someone your goal and give them permission to check in. Public commitment raises the emotional cost of giving in, which makes resisting easier. 8. Replace, don't just resist. Purely suppressing an urge often backfires. Instead, replace the habit. Reach for water instead of soda, go for a walk instead of scrolling, call a friend instead of stress eating. Give your brain something to do instead of nothing. None of these examples involve superhuman discipline. They involve ordinary people making slightly better decisions over and over in moments nobody else sees. That's really the whole secret. Success isn't one big dramatic act of willpower. It's 1,000 small no's that add up to one big yes. To the life you actually want. The next time temptation shows up, and it will today, probably in the next few hours, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to win that one moment. Then the next one. Then the next one. That's how it's done. If this helped you, subscribe for more videos on discipline, mindset, and real strategies for building a better life.